In Hebrews chapter 9, verse 27, it says, "And it is appointed for all men to die once, but after this is the judgment." And of course, we as church saints do not face this judgment that he's referring to here, because that's for the unbelievers. So there will be a generation of saints who do not see death. So that is when the rapture happens, when Christ actually calls his church up, the people who are alive are not going to suddenly die for a second and then be resurrected. The church will then depart and will meet the Lord in the air. And of course, that's back over in 2 Thessalonians, where that's being referred to, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. So the church is going to be removed from the earth. And that's the falling away that's being referenced here. So when it comes to the events of the rapture, what is going to happen within the rapture, the Lord is actually going to descend. So this is over in 1 Thessalonians, where we get a pretty good description of exactly what is going to happen when the Lord does return to call the church to meet him in the air. He does not return at this point to the earth. We meet him up in the air. And so in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 and verse 16, it talks about this. It says, "For the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of an archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Christ will rise first." So the first thing we have happening here is the voice of an archangel. And what is going to happen is the demons are going to be instructed by Michael, who is the archangel,